What's up, everybody? This is your main man, Keith here. And before we start week 11 against the Green Bay Packers, I wanted to show you guys something really interesting from the last video. And if you guys saw the last video when we battled off against the Kansas City Chiefs, the London Bulldogs won it 64-21. And because of J.J. Watt's performance on defense, he had 2 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 touchdowns. So that claimed him as Defensive Player of the Week because he got those 2 fumble recoveries, returned them for touchdowns. And if you guys want to check that video, I'll have the link to the video in the description. So with that being said, I'll explain a little bit about today's episode. So in today's episode, we are going to play in Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is not far from Milwaukee, believe it or not. And we're going to battle off against the Green Bay Packers, and they're only 2-7 on the year, which they aren't doing real good. So week 11 away, and we will see you guys at kickoff time. Alright, we are in week 11, and now we have to stay undefeated, and we have to have at least 4 sacks for our game goals, and it's going to be Drew Brees versus Aaron Rodgers. So in this matchup, this should be a pretty good one to see, actually. So now it's kickoff time.
From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers versus Drew Brees and the London Bulldogs.
So here is the playoff picture here for the NFL. This year they added a third wild card spot. So technically there's 7 teams now for each conference. So now we are the London Bulldogs. We're ready to return to kickoff. And the London Bulldogs, they got Jalen Ramsey ready to return onto the field of one of the most iconic sports venues in the 48 contiguous United States. And we see Drew Brees, who is stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. So we are not going to play as Ben Roethlisberger today in this episode. So he's going to take a break. And we see Drew Brees run it in, and he will get stopped at the 41 for only a gain of 13 yards there. And this will lead into a 1st and 10 here for the London Bulldogs. And now Drew Brees, he's ready to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Odell Beckham Jr., and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs, as London will be leading this 7-0 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And we'll see you guys when we are on defense. Alright, now this is 1st and 10 from the 33 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we see Aaron Jones trying to break tackles, and he's going to get stopped at the 40-yard line for only a gain of 7 there. So now this is going to be a 2nd and 3 now. We're going to use the blitz defense. So now this will lead into a 2nd and 3. And now Aaron Rodgers, he's going to think about handing the ball off to Aaron Jones. And there's a fumble. Green Bay says they have the football, and they do. So this will lead into a 1st and 10 here for the Green Bay Packers, as the London Bulldogs are still on defense. And now this will lead into a 1st and 10. And they get another 1st down. Aaron Rodgers throws his first pass of the game. It's actually completed, by the way. So this is now at the 38 here in here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He throws the ball to Aaron Jones, and he is 2 for 2 there. 30th tackle of the season for Dante Hightower, who you guys saw in the last episode. If you did not watch it already, he got a pick 6 in that episode. So now they're going to hand the ball off to Aaron Jones, and he's going to get stopped at the 37 there. And this will lead into 3rd and 9 here for Green Bay. And 3rd and 9 now. So Aaron Rodgers, he's trying to avoid being sacked, and he throws the ball, and it will be incomplete. So they're going to attempt a field goal try here. And will this be counted for is the real question. So he kicks it. No good. And the London Bulldogs have possession, and they are down at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, by the way, so we're going to use some inside zone for our offense with only 43 seconds to go. And now we got Mark Ingram breaking tackles, and he's going to get it into the 1st down line. 500 rushing yards this season, surprisingly. So he's halfway there from making it 1,000. So we're going to use some more inside zone here for our offense. We're going to run it out until the 2nd quarter. So we're going to get it down to the 36. And Dean Lowry for Green Bay is injured, so they're going to take an injury timeout. We'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. All right, now it is 7-0 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. So now we're going to use a passing play on 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. And Drew Brees, he's going to throw the ball, and that will be incomplete. 1 for 2 there. He threw 59 yards in that passing touchdown. He passed it to Odell Beckham Jr. So now we're going to use a double slants play here on 2nd and 10. So now Drew Brees, he's thinking about throwing the ball to Larry Fitzgerald, and he gets it into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs, as London is now leading it 14-0 as he gets his first receiving touchdown of the game. And we'll see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now this is 1st and 10. So now Aaron Jones has possession of the ball. He runs it, and he gains about 2 on that play. So this will lead into a 2nd and 8 from the 32 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And now Aaron Jones hands the ball off, and he gets sacked. Well, almost, because it's an incomplete pass. So now this will lead into a 3rd down and 8 now here for the Packers offense. So now they're going to throw the ball. They're going to pass it, and they get a 1st down as they are down at the 48-yard line. So this will lead into 1st and 10 here for the Green Bay Packers. So now we're going to play some defense here. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Incomplete pass, so 3 for 6, 28 yards. And this will lead into a 2nd and 10 now for the Green Bay Packers. And now this will be 2nd and 10. And he's going to throw the ball. He's going to pass this one there for a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 34-yard line here in Green Bay as they pass the ball. And the Packers are going to get their first touchdown, and they do. So they get their first touchdown of the game, 34-yard touchdown there by Devin Funchess, and it's now going to be a 14-7 lead here in London. All right, now we're almost into the 2-minute warning, so we got Jalen Ramsey ready to return this kickoff here for London. And he's ready to return here. And he's going to get stopped at the 35. So this is a 2-minute warning here for London as we are in Titletown, USA. We're going to use a passing play on 1st and 10. So we're at the 31 here. So I'm going to pass the ball to Harold McGrady. And this will lead into a 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. And now we're going to use the Salem pass play. And this is now going to be at the 45, 1st down and 10 for London. Brees back to pass. He's going to throw this one deep, and he passes it to Harold McGrady, and McGrady scores his first touchdown of the game, and it's now going to be 21-7 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. All right, now this is 2nd and 10 here for the Green Bay Packers as they throw the ball, and that will be incomplete down at the 43-yard line, it seems like. So they're going to take a timeout, Green Bay. So now we're here at Lambeau Field. Second quarter is nearly over with only less than a minute to go. And 3rd and 1 now here for the Packers offense. So they're going to throw the ball, and they're going to pass this off to Aaron Jones, and they take that timeout. So we're going to use an edge blitz 1 pass play. And now we're at the 47-yard line as it will be 1st and 10. So now Aaron Rodgers throws the ball, and it's going to be incomplete. 94 yards, by the way. And he has scored 1 touchdown in this game. So now this will be a 2nd and 10. He's going to throw the ball, and it could have been intercepted. And this will lead into a 3rd down and 10 for Green Bay as we're still on defense. And now Packers here, they're going to throw the ball. They're going to pass it to Marquez Scandling. So now 19 yards reception there. So it's 51, total yards. And they take that final timeout here in Green Bay. So now this will be a 1st and 10 from the 16 with only 12 yards to go until they make another touchdown. And they pass it, and Devin Funchess makes another touchdown here. And now this is going to be his 2nd receiving touchdown. And the Bulldogs will now lead this still 21-14. So we'll see you guys when we have the ball. All right, it is kickoff time here in Green Bay as the Packers just scored their 2nd touchdown of the game, and Jalen Ramsey is ready to return, and he's going to get stopped at the 29. So we'll see you guys at the second half. All right, now this will be 1st and 10 from the 33. And now Aaron Jones, he's ready to run this out, and he's going to get stopped there at the 46-yard line. So 5 rushes, 35 yards. Did not score a touchdown yet in this game, but he might later this game. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Green Bay Packers. And he's going to get sacked. The ball is out, and London says they have the ball. Cameron Wake there, the Penn State product, made that fumble recovery. So this will lead into Green Bay's first turnover of the football game. So now, first half they did not get a turnover, but second half they did. So now we got Mark Ingram. He's ready to break tackles, and he's going to get stopped at the 20-yard line there. So now this will lead into a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. So we're going to use the HB ISO here for our offense. And now we're going to hand the ball off, and Mark Ingram gets it down at the 5-yard line. So now, at the end of the first half, we actually did score a touchdown in this game, surprisingly. And I think it was Harold McGrady or Larry Fitzgerald that got that touchdown. It was Fitzgerald. And Mark Ingram gets another rushing touchdown, 60th rushing touchdown in his career. So now this is going to be a 35-14 lead here in Green Bay. We're going to try to convert for 2, possibly, and we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is 4th and 5 here for the London Bulldogs, here for the Green Bay Packers, and the London Bulldogs will be ready to return this punt. And we got Jalen Ramsey here, and he's going to go down around the 27-yard line. So we got 33 seconds left in this third quarter, and we got Drew Brees stepping onto the field, ready for this offense to win their 10th game of the year. And we may get the first seed in the playoffs if the Chicago Bears lose one game at least. Then we'll get the number 1 seed if we keep winning. And it will be hard if both teams, because two teams cannot hold number 1 seed. And now Larry Fitzgerald gets stopped there at the 16, so this will lead into the fourth quarter. So now it's 34-14 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And we got some quick slants pass plays here. And now this will be a 1st and 10. I'm thinking about throwing it to Fitzgerald, incomplete. So now we're going to use another quick slants route here. And we got Drew Brees. And he gets an incomplete pass. So 8 for 11 there, 285 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm just going to sub out Odell Beckham Jr. and I'm going to put in Adrian Peterson, who has not caught a reception this season. Hopefully he'll get his first receiving touchdown of the season. So I'm going to pass it to him, incomplete. All right, well, Adam Vinatieri get a kick, and he gets 3 points up on the board for the Bulldogs. And this is now going to be 37-14. We're going to take a break. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So I'm going to pass the ball to Rob Gronkowski, and he gets his first touchdown in a while. So 5th receiving touchdown of the season, and it will now be 44-14. And during the break, Joe Hayden got a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So now Joe Hayden there, and we'll show you the replay of that. So the ball was knocked out, and he returned it all the way into the end zone out of Aaron Rodgers' hands. And then he recovered it, went straight to the end zone, touchdown Bulldogs, and we're going to take a break. Dante Hightower has his 3rd interception of the season, and I believe this is his 2nd pick 6 of the year. So now Aaron Rodgers, he throws it to Dante Hightower, and he returns it all the way into the end zone. So now this will be counted as a touchdown, and we'll see you guys when we're on offense. Okay, that wraps it up, everybody, and the London Bulldogs are now 10-0 in the regular season, possibly one of the few undefeated teams remaining. And I'll explain more about the statistics here when we get there. So, all right, Drew Brees, 149.3 passer rating, rushing, 9 carries, 89 yards, and 1 touchdown from Mark Ingram. And we'll show you the defense. Our Dante Hightower had 2 INTs on the day. And there was another one by Joe Hayden. It was a fumble recovery. Thanks for watching, everybody. I had to make this quick because I don't have enough time on my camera. So thanks for watching. See you guys soon.